Hi everyone, my name is Remy and you're listening to the Weekly Outdoors. Today I've got a special guest in the studio. Today I'm joined by Tristan.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to the Weekly Outdoors podcast.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Tristan, I know you for a little while, also through theater.
Yeah.
I know everybody through theater. What's this?
It's like Community or something. It's scary.
But yeah, you also responded to the question of who wants to be in the podcast talking about outdoor activities.
Yeah.
And you came forward as being an outdoor man.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I have the beard, I have the boots.
Yeah,
so
we both have beards. That's good.
I just missed the lumberjacker shirt. Then I'm the complete package.
You can lend my ex. I can lend my ex to you. So, not my ex-girlfriend, but my chopping ex. No, yeah.
Good to know.
Just so you know where we're talking about.
Ex or ex-girlfriend. What's the difference?
They're both sharp, so that's good. Well, welcome. I mean, have you been listening to parts of the podcast before?
Yeah. I before I came here last night, I listened to the last podcast.
Oh, right.
So I did a little homework on what to expect.
Yeah, well, it's especially just talking about the things that you like, that I like, and that we might have in common, or that we might discuss about. I don't have any questions from listeners, so we're clear on that. We can just talk about anything we want.
Anything we want. All right, let's do this.
We all like climbing.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on climbing? I mean, you're from the Netherlands, so I don't think you do rock climbing.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do a lot of it. Did a lot of it. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do it anymore. But
how, where, and when?
How, where, and when? No, a lot of in France.
Oh, right.
A lot of bouldering doing there, and also top rope climbing with friends of mine the whole summer.
But then an indoor or an outdoor?
No, outdoor. Completely in nature, hanging on a rope and just...
So real rocks?
Yeah.
Wow.
It is.
I'm feeling like a puppy now.
Yeah, I know. I just recently saw the movie Free Solo, and that just made me drool all over the place. I was just like, oh my God, I want to do that again. But my girlfriend says, no, you cannot. Oh, okay.
Yes, I can. No, you can.
Yeah,
yes, I can.
Yeah, it was. She was like, you've broken too many bones. Okay. I won't do it. Damn it.
Yeah, it's about safety.
Yeah, it is.
So why did you like climbing so much?
I guess it's the freedom, the freedom of just being you. It sounds really corny, but you and one with nature, and just nothing on your mind, just by thinking, okay, what's going to be my next step? Yeah. Don't think about the office or bills to pay or all that stuff. No, just you hanging on a rock and just thinking like, holy shit, I need to make this pass or else I'm going to fall really hard. Okay, let's do this. And yeah, that's the best part of it.
So yeah, it's about having a goal and having a...
Yeah, well, funny story, the first time I ever did some rock climbing, my first climb, I hummed the Mission Impossible theme the whole way. So I just like climbing there and be like,
nice.
And
so
that was
just as an inspiration.
Yeah, that was. I was seeing myself like Tom Cruise, like flying down and just above the ground being like, no lasers. All right, awesome.
Well, that's really cool. Yeah. I like that. I'm gonna try that first time. Because I've only been climbing on on the indoor and outdoor, but then the artificial walls.
Yeah.
Which is still climbing, and it's really cool. But I really want to do the outdoor climbing as well. But again, the Netherlands doesn't have that much opportunity to do that.
No. What you can do? What? Where was it? Bergshoek.
Yeah.
You have the climbing wall there. They actually made a mountain, which you can climb. You don't have the grips. You just have a mountain that you can climb on. So that has a little bit of the feeling of the real outdoor climbing you can do there. It's really pretty awesome to do.
Oh, nice. I don't think they're on the website, because otherwise I've seen them.
Yeah, it is.
We just started talking before the recording about the website, because you visited our website as well, theweeklyoutdoors.com. And this is one of the examples that I think we need this website to be there, because on theweeklyoutdoors.com we share all the locations from companies that are willing to show themselves on the website, instead of using like Google platforms or advertisements, going door by door, or using it Facebook advertisements or anything. it's so difficult to find your audience, and vice versa. It's even more difficult to find activities which you like to do. I mean, it's not that you cannot find activities, but it's especially at the last moment. I've explained to Luke before. I went to Austria. I wanted to go skiing, but then it was the hottest summer day ever. So it was just ice and water. It was like water skiing up there. And then I wanted to do something else. So I went to an office, and we were able to do canyoning in 2 days. So we had to wait 2 days to do canyoning. So then again, I was like, but I want to do something now. Yeah. So we kept on asking, and eventually we got a tip to go midget golfing, which it was outdoors. It was nice. It was, at least it was an activity.
From skiing to canyoning to midget golf.
Yeah. But then we went midget golfing because we also received a phone number of a guy who did archery in the woods on rubber animals. So just target practice route. And so we called the number and got an address. And after midget golfing, we went there and we had the most awesome time ever. But I can't find this guy on the internet.
Nope.
And that's what I want to have on the website. All these perfect locations. So next time when I'm in the area, I will go visit that guy and tell him to come up to the website, because he needs to be there, and everyone needs to know that he is there, and he offers this amazing course of bow and arrow.
Yeah, but that's the thing with going on holiday. You don't, at least I don't go on holiday just to sit in the sun and bake and get a tan and do nothing. I want to do stuff. I want to do fun stuff. So I'm just going there and be like, okay, what's the first thing I can do today? And then just like you're for really a day just searching like, what can I do here? What's to do? And then you see like, oh, maybe I can mountain bike, and just you start riding your bike and you're just like,
where am I going?
I'm going left, I'm going right. And you see these little signs with arrows and stuff, and you're like, should I follow this arrow? Is this a different arrow? There's nowhere you can know, oh, this is a mountain bike route. This is just a walking route. Okay, I need to go this way. Nobody tells you.
No, it's like you should know this.
Yeah, arrow. It's common knowledge.
It's you should know this arrow. That's what it is.
Sure.
Yeah, I can see an arrow. Yeah. So what now? Yeah.
Like the French say, the arrow. You just follow arrow. It's fine. I know where it's going.
Follow the arrow.
Yeah, follow the arrow. Okay.
And they end up somewhere. That's where the arrow was pointing you to. Somewhere.
Sometimes I get a Hansel and Gretel feeling with follow the arrow. I'm just like, okay, where's it going? To some old lady's house? Okay. No.
Just follow the arrow.
Yeah, just follow it. Okay.
Yeah, so it's especially because of the last minute activity searcher. But also when you prepare, because I went to Greece and I prepared a few days in advance searching for locations and Googling all over the internet. But I think the Weekly Outdoors is a more efficient search engine for outdoor activities.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with, like, that's my frustration with holiday sites. They'll be like, we have the best holiday ever. We have the best accommodation. We have this, we have that. But nobody tells you, this is what you can do here. Everybody's just like, oh, we have a nice bed, and we have a nice bathroom, and we have this, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't give a crap.
But and they also like minimalizing stuff. Yeah. So I once had a campsite, and you could go canoeing, and that meant they had a campsite for, I don't know, maybe 50 campsites. So like tents or caravans or something. And they had one canoe.
No.
Yeah. But you don't have to pay for it. You can use it. But that's why they can offer canoeing.
And it's a leaky canoe.
No, it was.
You have to pedal with your hands.
It was a fine canoe. It's one with the fitted seats.
Oh.
You're sitting on top of the thing. It's strange, but it works. It was at the Gardameer.
Oh.
The Garda Lake.
The Garda Lake.
Yeah.
Largo di Guarda.
I wanted to rent a speedboat, but we had to go with the budget, so we used the free canoe.
It was like, we want to go speedboating. What's our budget? Yeah, free canoe.
Yeah, and it was a pink one as well. So,
pretty.
Yeah,
Love
so
it.
good. Yeah. I went with my cousin and his parents to France and Italy, so we made a whole trip, and we stayed there for, I think, 4 days, something.
Okay.
So we went to the amusement park and to the lake and everything. And he went snorkeling. So I'll I'll be paddling.
Yeah.
He went off snorkeling, and I will be paddling round, and then he got back in, and then we
Just hitting me on the head with the pedal, like,
sorry,
oh, sorry.
didn't see you there.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah, it's minimalizing the effort of.
Yeah, well, there was a funny thing. I was living in London for half a year, and I'm not a city guy. I hate cities. It just creeps me out and stuff. And I was just looking like, what can I do here that has outdoor in it? And searching, and there was a climbing facility in center of London.
Really?
In the open air. So you're like, what? I can climb here. But
it's like a small mirage.
Yeah, but they had the weirdest twist in their mind. There was like, we don't do sand underneath or climbing mats underneath. No, we're gonna do gravel with big pebbles, like golf ball big. So the moment that you fall, that hurts like a mofo because you're like, where's the soft things? There's no soft. There's just rocks. Why?
There are rocks everywhere.
Yeah. And then you get mad and then you kick the rocks and then somebody gets hit by a rock and you're like, oh my God, I hate this. That's why I hate cities. You cannot do anything there.
So rocks.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah, it is. Just, nah.
But it was still in the open air.
Yeah,
so it was a artificial climbing wall in the open air.
Yeah,
that's nice. That's nice. But then they should do something different than gravel.
Mm-hmm.
We will send them an email.
Yeah, we will.
Like an angry email.
Yeah.
Like the Weekly Outdoor thinks that you should use sand.
Yeah. We say like, you heathens, curse you, and thee, and stuff.
Or maybe just a half a meter of water.
Yeah.
Like 3 feet of water.
That's also fine with me. Just I speaking of which, I did that once in where was it Greece? We did rock climbing, but then above the ocean.
Really?
So it was just like a rock hanging out of the ocean, and you just had to climb vertically, and then you have an overhang, and then you can go on top. But in the overhang, there's water underneath. So the moment that you slip, you fall in the water. You had to swim back and start over again. So
okay, so it's an unsecured path. So you're not attached.
No.
Oh,
No. That was really scary.
Yeah. So it's more like free climbing then.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, good thing I didn't have my girlfriend back then, because then she would just standing be like, get up that wall! And I'm like, what? I cannot hear you.
Stop climbing!
Yeah.
Come back down!
Yeah, that's hard when I'm hanging above the water, woman.
Yeah. So what's the aspect of climbing? Is it, because you also do bouldering, and you do top rope, and you do wall climbing. I'll call it wall climbing from now on. And you do free climbing.
Yeah.
And free diving. No. Just jumping in the water.
Just jumping. Love it.
What are the most interesting aspects for you? Is it the height? Is it the interesting climbs? You know, like the like bouldering, just a short climb, but extra interesting. Is it the safety or non-safety? Is it, what are the aspects that you like most?
I think it's the diversity of a climb. A climb is never the same. There's no way you're doing the same thing. When you go mountain biking, it's the same route. You do the same down, up, and all that stuff. But climbing, you have one rock, and you can go to the top in 50 different ways.
Right.
Depends on how hard you want to do it, and that's the fun part. Every time you have a new step, you're already thinking, okay, what am I going to do next? You start feeling, can I grab this? Can I use this? How about my feet? Can I do this here? And that's the interesting part about climbing, especially with bouldering. You're just looking at a rock that's probably like 4-5 meters tall, and that's it.
Yeah.
You have 2 dots on the ground. There you put your hands on, and then it's just like, okay, now go up. And you're just like, okay. And sometimes you're just standing there and sweating your ass off and just being like, I'm standing on a small ridge here, and I'm just having one hand on a really, really small piece of rock, and I need to go up, and there's a small mat behind me that prevents me from falling really hard.
Yeah.
And 2 guys just standing there with their hands up, like beating, okay, if he falls, we're fucked.
We'll jump aside.
Yeah. It's gonna be like, oh, sorry.
We're putting up our hands just to pretend we care.
Yeah, they're just like, oh my God, they praise the Lord. Yeah. And go. Yeah.
He didn't make it. No, he didn't.
No, yeah. Well, that was the thing with rock climbing, that aspect of side quote, danger.
Mm-hmm. It's a risk.
Yeah, it's a risk.
Yeah.
And I had the risk. My body had known the risks of rock climbing. I mean, over the years, I'm turning 34 now. Oh my God, I'm old.
I'm turning 34 this year, so don't
Oh,
worry.
cool. We're 34.
Yeah.
We're brothers. But your body says, no, I cannot do this anymore. And the moment that I do rock climbing for a whole day, the next 4 or 5 days, all my injuries that I have from rock climbing are being like, hello, we're here again. Let's have fun. I mean, I broke my ankle, my collarbone, my ribs, my wrists. What else did I?
What haven't you broken?
My knees.
Your knees.
My knees. They're like
fine.
awesome. Yeah. Oh, fine. Fine is a different word, but yeah.
Otherwise, we could trade knees, then I at least had good knees.
Yeah. Oh,
but
cool.
we can't.
No.
Then okay, good.
No. But with my ankle was I dislocated my ankle and then fractured it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was really hard, and it was with climbing. I just couldn't figure out the route, so I was saying to my buddy, "Okay, I'm coming down." He's like, "Okay, I got you," and he caught me, like midair. Boom! I came on straight, but the facility had no mats that are whole. The mats were close to each other, so there has a small piece between it that's no.
There's no
falling
mat.
Nope.
Yeah.
So I fell
So you
down and
misstepped.
misstepped. My ankle just, climbing shoes, they're not really comfortable.
You have seen my climbing shoes.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you know
I
that
have.
I have different shoes
Yeah.
than everybody else. Okay, good.
But normal climbing shoes are
Yeah,
one size
they're
too
not
small.
comfortable, yeah.
They're one size too small. So I landed on the side of my foot, and then my foot just clapped inside, and I was just like, oh my God, I got cramps. And I just pulled on my leg, and there was my foot just dangling.
In the wrong
Yep.
directions.
And I was just like, that's not possible. That's not where it's supposed to be. And then it hit me after saying that, that's not right. And then my mind just like, oh my God, this hurts. So yeah, I had a recovering from like a year and a half, and everybody said, you're not going to go climbing again. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it.
I mean, you still went bouldering with us, and
I'm still doing it.
Yeah, of course. And I think you should, as long as you can, you should. And
Yeah.
climbing indoors might be better for your relation.
Yeah.
Having them sitting at
Yeah,
home,
yeah.
waiting for your return without working.
Yeah, well, it's just the same thing with, I did a lot of skiing, snowboarding.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, due to the injuries, I cannot do it anymore. It's not physically possible for me, but just one downhill, doesn't matter which color piece it is, if it's just a blue one, when the moment that I'm at the end of it, I cannot walk. I physically cannot walk
No,
because of the pain.
Your body just
Yeah,
got too much.
yeah, so that's that really. It's just the moment that I see snow and mountains and snowboard movies. I'm like, I want to go, but it hurts, so I'm not gonna go. I'm just gonna go rock climbing. Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it's always I've talked about this with Luke as well, also in the podcast, that after you did something, you most of the times feel the pain. Because again, we're not. Also, you and I, we're not professionals. We
Nope.
just do this. I like to do it once a week, something as an activity, because I still have to do my work, my friends, my projects, everything. But I do want to get out as much as I can.
Yeah, man, I see it on your Facebook page. I see you're doing diving, rock climbing, mountain biking, bow and arrow shooting,
Oh, yeah.
throwing axes. I'm just like, does he even work or something? And then I see, oh, you're in a theater again. Oh, there he is again. He's working.
Yeah, I got a full-time and a part-time job, and I've got a lot of projects running besides it. But that's the fun of realizing what you can do.
Yeah.
And that's where the outdoor came in, because I really want to do more outdoor stuff for myself, but also to inspire other people. I've been posting one picture every day on Instagram for the past year. And it's to inspire myself, to invite myself to do something and to plan in advance of what I'm going to do this week. Because there's always something to do, but if it's worth sharing, and it's not about the sharing, but it's about worth sharing,
Yeah.
then it's something worth doing.
Yeah. And I have to wake up every morning, opening my phone and seeing your face. I'm just like, oh my God, there he is again. He's doing awesome stuff. What am I doing?
I'm not forcing you to follow me.
No, that's true.
But if you want to follow me, I'm Reem Etter on Instagram, also known as I'm Here Now. That's my hashtag.
And you should follow him. It's really inspiring to see the things that he does on a weekly basis. Just what I want to say to everybody is just like, get out of your chair, get out of your office and go outside. There's so much to do outside. Remove the iPads, remove the game consoles, go outside. I mean, you want to play Tomb Raider? Go outside. There's a wall, climb it, just like Tomb Raider. Stop playing games and go real outside. I mean, on the news,
so much.
But on the news, you see people having diabetes, heart problems, all that stuff. It's a really simple solution. Put on your shoes, go outside, walk. I mean, the commercial of, I think it was Bever Zwerfsport.
Yeah.
That says...
it's funny. It's beaver.
Yeah, but...
it's beaver.
It's beaver, I know. But for all the English listeners, beaver is a really different thing. It's like...
Look fancy's the one.
What? They have a beaver shop? Yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot buy actual beavers there.
Yeah, it's all outdoor stuff.
Yeah, it is. And they say, like, you don't have to be an outdoor person to go outside.
No.
Just go outside. Put one foot in front of the other and start walking. Yeah. That's it. You're done.
But that's the fun part, you know. I mean, I'm single. You're in a relationship, but also when you're a dad or when you have a family or when you're the grandmother in the family, it doesn't matter. There are so many activities that you can do, but you have to think about it or find them. And that's why the website I think might help as well.
Yeah.
If you go to weeklyoutdoors.com, there are all the categories we created already, and there might be new categories coming up. But I mean, canoeing can be so much fun if you find the right location to do this. Then you don't even have to be paddling.
Nope.
I mean, canoe can be with 2 or 3 in one canoe, and you know, grandma can just watch.
Yeah.
Or the grandkids can watch grandma paddle. And there's so much to do, and I also get inspired by seeing new categories and new locations, and I already want to travel the world right now to see all these businesses at work and inviting people to come to these locations and try out and experience the activities.
Yeah.
Because they're so much fun.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Well, by the climbing, I did it semi-professional. I did competitions and all that stuff. And there was one event, and it's a pity it's not there anymore. It's called Bouldering at Sea. And it's in Scheveningen. On the beach, they built, I think it was 8 or 9 boulder walls, different routes. And at night when sun goes down, there was the final. So there was like, and people from all over the Netherlands came to the beach just to watch all these idiots climb the walls and hurt themselves and then look at the final. It was a massive happening, but yeah, the government doesn't give money anymore, doesn't give funds, so it's not there anymore. But there's so much fun if you're not able to do it, to watch it and just to cheer on people like, come on, you can do it. Everybody was sitting
and you're
there.
Still outside.
Yeah. You're on the beach. Come on, seriously. It's a fun. My other colleague, he has a busy job. He's director of the company. But what he does on every Saturday and Sunday, he goes for a walk for 2-3 hours with his daughter. Before she couldn't be able to walk, he had a backpack where he can put his daughter in.
All right.
So they went hiking for 2 hours. Father and daughter just walking. And he still does it. So I'm like, you're a dad. Don't let, I have a kid, I cannot do stuff anymore. No. You have a kid. Do something with your kid. That's what my dad did with me.
Show them what's good.
Yeah, I was, when I was a little kid, I was a little chubby dude who had asthma and was afraid to go outside.
And look at you now.
I know.
Yeah.
And my dad.
I follow you on Instagram as well. I mean, you're more in the gym than I've ever been and ever will be.
Yeah. But my dad.
Well, that's easy to be more in the gym than I do, but.
It's something I had said for myself. Like I had to go to gym because otherwise I just get lazy, and I'd still do cycling and still do outdoors.
Yeah, but it's good, and it's again, it also your story is inspiring me. To keep on doing stuff.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, and that's what my dad did to me. He was like, "You're getting fat. You're getting lazy. Come on, we're gonna go for a run." I'm like, for a run? Why? I'm only running if I have to catch a train, and then I'm out of breath. So he said, okay, we're just going to start. And it was simple start, like 5 minutes run, 1 minute rest, 5 minutes. And then afterward, I was like, oh, this is fun. And sometimes at the end, my dad would say, okay, now 100 meter sprint. We're just going to race. And I'm going to be like, okay, I'm Usain Bolt. Watch me. And I just took off. And he was like, okay, now you're fast. But that inspired me just to do the city per city run, the marathon in Rotterdam. I did all that stuff. And that endorsed me just to be like, okay, that's fun. what else can I do? And then he was like, okay, well, I'm cycling too. You want to try that too? Yeah, sure, I'm going to try cycling. So we're just going to do a cycling. And one day he said to me, okay, we're going to do a longer journey. I was like, longer? What we can do? So we went from here, from Zoetermeer, all the way to, I think it was Noordwijk.
Yeah.
And then from Noordwijk through the dunes, we went all the way back via The Hague, Wassenaar, and then back to Sweet Lake City.
And this was walking.
No, it was biking.
Oh, it is biking.
But
it's still a good drive.
It is. But the difference was my dad had a pro cycling bike and I had a mountain bike. He had the really small tires and I had the big tires. So halfway we're in the dunes and there was just like full wind in my face and I was just like, help! And he was just like sometimes turning around like, where is he? He's not there. Where is he?
He should be able to hear you.
Yeah. I was like,
your tires on the road already make the sound.
Yeah, and then at the end it was like, oh, we have a small climb. It wasn't even a climb. It just was a hill. And I was halfway there, and then just both my legs would be like, okay, cramps.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything. And then we were halfway there. So we like at Wassenaar, and we had to go back to Zoetermeer. So I was like, oh, am I going to do this?
Have to go.
Yeah. So I was sitting there on my bike like a little boy with my daddy beside me, holding his hand in my neck and just pushing me sometimes forward, like, come on, you can do this. And then I was like, okay, I need to do this more because I'm really out of shape with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, again, inspiring stories. Do you want people to follow you on Instagram? I think they should.
Yeah, of course. Come on, seriously. If you want to get inspired by...
someone, it should be you.
I mean, I literally started from nothing. I was just a dude that's like, oh, what am I going to do with my life? I'm just going to go to college and get a degree and fuck what's going to happen. I broke my ankle multiple times, had 3 surgeries of it, went to work at a free record shop. It doesn't exist
Not
anymore.
there anymore.
Nope.
For all the young kids out there, that was a record shop.
Yeah, you can buy CDs there. What are CDs? Yeah.
Even they also sold cassette tapes before.
Yeah, they did. And games and stuff. And now you can just download all that. And I went there just literally, I was working in that shop with a walking cane because I wasn't able to walk properly anymore. And the doctor said to me, you're not able to be walking anymore, nothing. You just it's done.
Sit and do nothing.
And I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I worked there, became shop manager and climbed all the way up. And now I'm just being me, doing the stuff I love. And that's what I put on my Instagram, just constantly reminding people that the limits that you have are the limits that you give yourself. If you say to yourself, I cannot do this, you cannot do it. If you say I can do this, you can do this. So it's at Comic Beard Man. Because I love comics, I have a beard and I'm a man. So that's easy.
Yeah.
Outdoor Man was already taken, so but
should have been your first guess. Yeah,
it should have been my first guess, but but that's the thing, and outdoor is so much more than what people think. People think it is rock climbing, it is canoeing, it's doing all the dangerous stuff that there is. No. Outdooring is what you said, hiking. I know the shoes are not really pretty. It's not fashion items that people have. It's not
but like if you have the right gear and the right kit, and it doesn't have to be really expensive, but funny story, I saw a post of one of my family members on Facebook last week, and they went on a barefoot trail. I started searching for it and I couldn't find it, but a barefoot trail is a natural park where they have a trail which is perfect for bare feet for all ages.
Cool.
So it's like a lot of sand routes and a few like small climbing parts. Yeah. Not that the route is climbing, but there's a tree with cutouts, so you can climb in the tree for a little bit.
Cool.
And also for the kids, and there is a piece with like. I believe it was, I've only seen the pictures just yet, but I'm going to ask where it is because I want to go there. There's a bit where you go through the water, just a little bit, just your lower leg. But then it's refreshing your feet, and they go through the sand again, so it gets clean as well because your feet get really soft when walking through sand. And there are parts where you can walk over tree stumps, so you have a nice, strange on the ground to walk on, but you can also walk beside it just on the sand. And so it's a whole adventure route they made, and a few rope bridges and stuff. So Yeah,
I'm already having the shut up and take my money. I'm going.
It sounds like a really nice thing to do. And then, I mean, you don't need gear. You should wear clothes, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you should, but you should. So yeah.
Yeah, well, because of the bugs and the ticks and mosquitoes and stuff. And like,
we have the giant ticks in the Netherlands.
I saw it on the news tonight. I was
they're 3 times as big as a normal tick.
Yeah.
They can smell you and they can follow you.
How does that work?
I don't know. I'm like, is it a bit as big as a Tic Tac? And
yeah, I see that they're like in the forest. Like, the moment that you walk in, all the big ticks are gonna be like, you smell it? Yeah, that's a human. Oh, let's get him.
And you can hear them walking by you. And they go, look, let's follow him. Come on, there he is. Yeah, I'm not afraid of ticks.
No, me neither.
But then, I've never been. I've never had the sickness of Lyme.
No, me neither.
Which can be very terrible if you catch it, of course. But again, outdoors there are risks, but indoor there are risks as well.
Yeah, seriously, but I mean, like
I don't
going to the
mind.
mall is a risk. So
yeah, well, sitting still as well.
That's true.
So nothing is good.
Nope. You're the least stressed person of all.
Oh, my house represents my mind.
Yeah, well, it has
I've
everything.
got a lot of my mind.
Yeah, it has everything. So yeah, but like every morning when I go to work, I drive my bike. It's like let's say 6:30 in the morning, driving my bike, especially around spring and summer. It's not warm. The sun has come up a little bit, and I drive through nature, and I see pheasants, I see bunnies, I see ducks, I see all kinds of animals just running around.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there on my bike going to work. And I see on my left side or far away, people driving their cars being frustrated, sitting in the subway being frustrated. And I'm just sitting there on my bike, enjoying life, enjoying the animals, and seeing bunnies just run and play with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, how great can life be? I'm just getting goosebumps by saying it.
It's exactly that, being known with the fact that you're outside. I told this to Pepijn as well, that I'm so confused by people stepping inside a car, driving to work, stepping outside of the car, going inside the office, and going back home, sitting at the TV, looking at Bear Grylls, on the TV, looking at Treasure Island, or I don't know. They're just what are you doing? I mean,
I just hear your mind going, no function. Yeah, but that's the thing. That people love watching it and seeing it and being like, oh, I'll never be able to do that. Yes, you were able to do that. Just go outside and start doing stuff.
Yeah,
that's it. No more.
Last weekend I had a family party.
Cool.
Yeah, a few they were celebrating their birthday, their marriage, and another birthday. So all 3 of them were celebrating something. So it was a big party, and it was a location with all kinds of activities. So it was like a event terrain.
Yeah,
it was amazing. But with my niece, I was sitting and we're having a drink on the grass, and the sun was shining so hot that she lay under the table in the grass, so just to get some shade. And the first thing I noticed when I saw her laying in the grass, that the grass was so extremely soft there.
Yeah.
So I said to her, "This grass is amazing." She said, "Yeah, I know."
For the people that don't understand, it's just grass, just your lawn, and it's not other types of grass that they're lying on. Okay, so they're not smoking the grass.
You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but this lawn was so nicely maintained. It was shortly mown. It was soft. It was full. It was completely natural, maintained.
Yeah.
But it was almost fluffy.
Yeah. That's the best part.
She was lying in the grass, and I could just see how comfortable it was.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take off my shoes, but we were doing so much activities that I have to put them back on, and so I didn't, but I should have.
Yeah.
But it was so amazing.
You probably don't have hay fever.
I sneeze sometimes, but I don't care.
Well, the moment that I'm in this type of like spring, summer, and just lying in the grass, I'm just standing up and I'm being like, oh, I can't breathe, I cannot see. So
no, it's not that nice. No, I do sneeze sometimes, but I don't care. That's fine.
That's the best part. I'm just doing it when I'm riding my bike in the morning during the season. It's like I'm crying my eyes out, but it's just like all the irritation in my eyes. And people are like, oh, you're so crying. What's wrong? Nothing. I have hay fever. That's just fun.
Do you sneeze as well?
Yep.
So Linda de Monk, she's a Dutch sex expert or sex talker on YouTube.
Really interesting now.
Yeah, just find her. If you're Dutch, go to Linda de Monk. But she called a sneeze a tiny orgasm once, and I was like, I'm gonna experience it way different now.
Tomorrow when I'm driving my bike, I'm like, oh, right. Another one. Oh,
This was the best drive to work.
yeah. You come home and your wife just be like, honey, no, I just sneezed 20 times. Bye.
I don't think that's the way she meant it.
No.
It's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I worked as an outdoor instructor for years.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What happened?
What happened? I don't know. I grown up. I went corporate. But the canoes at some places are so terrible. I had a canoe there, and they don't have the protection at your back or a seat at your back, so it's just plastic edge. Yeah.
Oh.
So you're sitting there for
But
hours.
it's a kayak.
No, is it a kayak? Canoe?
It's canoe or kayak?
I don't know. What's the difference?
I get so confused
It's a canoe.
every
It's
time.
a canoe yak. Let's call it that way.
The canoe yak.
It's a canoe yak.
Good. We'll give it a canoe yak.
Yeah. But you don't have a pillow. And I know I sound really, really like, oh, he wants a pillow. No, but when you're sitting in a canoe or a canoe yak, for 2 hours with a plastic edge in your back,
Yeah, it's
the moment
getting
that you
sore.
get off, it's literally stuck to your back. That's not fun. And so
Please can you give back my kayak?
yeah, that's true.
Canoe yak.
And then it was not this morning because it's raining cats and dogs in the Netherlands for a couple of days. But it was last week. In the morning, I saw a family standing on a surfboard, paddling on the water. And I'm just being like, what's this?
Oh, it's the paddleboarding.
Is it called paddleboarding?
Yeah, it's called paddleboarding.
It is amazing. It was just...
There are different kinds of boards.
Yeah.
You can also do it on a surfing board, but
Okay.
they're like it's a paddleboard. So you can stand on it very easily, and you use one large, long,
Yeah.
one-sided paddle to help yourself forward.
It's like they were like a gondolier in Venice. They were
Yeah.
just like singing like, oh, sole mio. But then just mom and dad standing there, and the kids are sitting on front of the paddleboard, and I was like,
just relaxing there.
oh my god, I want to do this. So thank you for saying it's called a paddleboard. So
Yeah.
now I can search for it and buy one of these things. And
you
just,
know where to search for it.
Yeah.
because it's on the site already.
I love
Yeah,
it.
we put it up. Yeah.
It's amazing. I want to do that.
Yeah, well, you can own one, but you can also rent paddleboards at a few locations, and
Okay.
it's I think it's growing in popularity
Yeah.
because it's very easy to do, and you can do it at so many places.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm afraid it's gonna be like a rich person sport, and then I'm gonna be like, it's a rich person sport. I don't want to play this.
The paddleboarding?
Anymore. Yeah.
No,
No. It's not like for the people who have the polos on and
like
be like,
golf.
yeah. Oh my god. Well, golf is funny.
Well, I like playing
It's
a bit
outdoor.
of golf, but it's not really like a activity in my mind.
Well, that depends on if you're going just to be like on the freeway, on the greenway, just hitting the ball, and then sometimes there's this car that's just sucking up the balls and just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna hit him.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna hit him.
But you use a golf cart, so you can also walk, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Understand.
I mean, if you play a sport like baseball or softball,
Yeah.
then you're active.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
It's not. It's a
No.
sport more than an outdoor activity.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult
People who
thing.
love golf don't hate us. It's just our opinion.
Oh no, I don't mind golf.
No, me neither.
I like playing golf.
Yeah.
I mean, I just told you I play midget golf.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I even include the tiny people.
I want midget golf. So yeah, but I also did there at the outdoor center was bow and arrow shooting, just targets.
Nice.
And the fun part was you had people coming in there who had no experience, none whatsoever, and you say like, okay, we're gonna do this. So you give the instructions: keep your arms a little bit crooked, draw back behind the ear, aim, let go. But then you had people like I have glasses on,
Yeah.
and they forgot to put up the glasses. So the moment that they're stretching out the arrow and letting go, it was just like, there goes the arrow and the glasses. Oops. And sometimes people just keep their arm straight. And for the people who have not done any bow and arrow shooting, the moment that you release the string,
Yeah.
and you have your arm straight, not a little bit bent, but straight, the string is gonna hit your arm.
Yeah, your underarm is getting beat up.
It's
Yeah.
like the Indiana Jones sound that you hear when he has his whip. That's the sound that you had on your arm. That's not. But bow and arrow shooting, just target practicing, is really fun to do.
Yeah.
It is.
It's really relaxing.
It is.
Yeah.
You have to. It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna grab arrow, shoot.
But I what I like about bow and arrow, because I own bow and arrows as well, but it's hard to find a location to practice.
Yeah.
But again, what I like about bow and arrow, and also what I like about climbing, is the fact that you can set your
Combine
own...
them.
Well, sure. Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
being
I
like
will
Rambo.
next time. I will bring my bow to the bouldering.
Yeah.
You're like, what you doing, sir? No, it's more like I like the fact that you can set your own level, and you can see your progress.
Yeah.
Every time you do it, you feel better. You have better strength in what you do, and you can see your progress in the results so good.
Yeah.
That it can give you the right motivation to try
True.
something else, or try something more, to
Yeah.
keep yourself going instead of
Yeah.
finding it boring after a while.
True. And the thing is that with especially with outdoor people, they don't judge you. They don't be like, oh, here comes a rookie. He's gonna. No, everybody's be like, okay, you're gonna start. Awesome. If you need my help, just say anything.
Yeah.
And the moment that you're on a passage climbing and you don't know what you're doing, there's always somebody saying like, okay, then tilt a little bit to the left, put
try
your right
that
hand
way.
there, try this, and then push out, and you're like, oh my god, this works. And
Yeah.
that's
My experience as well with people in the outdoor communities, that they are very kind.
yeah.
I know there are people who are having different experiences with people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then again,
Yeah.
it will be terrible if that's your first experience, having terrible people around you.
Yeah.
But I think that goes for anything.
True.
If you're used to bad waiters, then you don't want to go out eating.
No.
Just want to stick with your mother.
Yeah. Mommy.
Just have them cook.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But I go to the gym now just so I can do more exercising. But at the gym, everybody's judging you. Everybody's looking at you. Oh, he's only lifting 10 kilos. Oh, he's so cute. And that's not the thing with outdoor. Outdoor, everybody's like, great, you're starting it. Great, you're
It's about
trying
doing it.
Yeah, and learning from your mistakes, and like, okay, I'm not going to do this one again. I'm just going to do it differently. And that person told me not to do it like that and used a different technique. I'm going to try that. And when it works, you're like, it works.
But that's why you won't find me in a gym, because I have to go outdoor to do something there indoor.
True.
Which I don't like. The fact that I'm doing something. I mean, I'm not going cycling indoor on a bicycle. I'm not going running on a treadmill indoor because I can do it outdoors.
Me neither.
Lifting stuff. I'm not going to lift stuff because I have to. I can, but because I have to.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't get it into my mind to go to a gym and exercise there.
Well, what about then? I experienced this a couple of times, the CrossFit, because then you have not the gym vibe. It's just a garage with the doors open.
Yeah.
And you just have a course. It's going to be like, you have to do 70 of these, 20 of these, 30 of these, and 500 meters run. And you just run, go inside, lift stuff, go back, run, lift stuff, go back, run, push-ups. And you're like, in half an hour, you're completely exhausted.
Yeah.
But you're outside.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm just like, I watched it now on Netflix. They had the CrossFit Champions movies.
Right.
It's like a compilation of, I thought it's 2016, 17, and 18. And when you see it, you're just like, that's going to the gym, but outside. And I was just like, that's possible.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
I like that because here they also did it, the outdoor training things. I don't know how it's called, but you can do all types of lifts and things.
Yeah. It's
exercises.
the booth camps or something.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's before they did it and they spread it out through the park, and now they just can join it at one location, so you can do all the equipment trainings.
Well, it's pretty
spot.
good,
and it's completely outside.
Yeah,
and they are being used.
Yeah, and sometimes I just see people there in pouring rain just working their butts off, and I'm just like, Hats off to
Respect,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, you're just doing it.
Nice.
I mean, they're not the most muscular people or trained people, but they're just like, I want to get fit, and rain is no excuse to not exercise. And just like,
yeah,
that's good. That's good. Keep doing that.
Good,
doing it.
Awesome. Well, Tristan, that's all we have time for today.
Aww.
Yeah, I know.
If I come back again and I bring cookies, can I?
I'll leave that to the listeners. If they enjoy this podcast, then please let us know in the comments. We are on SoundCloud, Podbean. We are on Facebook, YouTube. You can of course visit the website theweeklyoutdoors.com, and otherwise you can send an email to podcast@weeklyoutdoors.com, and I will reply to you personally. So let me know what you think about the podcast, and if you have your own story or you want someone else to be in the podcast with me for an interview. Tristan, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
And spending your time with me. Have them follow you on Instagram with the Comic Beardman.
@ComicBeardman, and if you want to go rock climbing with me, just send me a message. We go climbing. I teach you all the stuff.
There you go. Awesome. I might invite you. Good. So, Tristan, thank you, and for all the listeners, I hope to have you back next week.